Hey YouTube, this is Alexander, and today I've got something a little different for you. This is a charging brick from a company you may or may not have heard of, iOrange-E. Now, despite their somewhat peculiar name, it actually seems like a nifty accessory for those of you at home or traveling with a couple of devices you frequently need to charge, especially if one of those devices sports a USB Type-C port like a Nexus 6P or 5X. Now, the brick is a fairly standard looking solid plastic cube, but it's got a few goodies. The first is a foldable prong, which makes it nice for traveling purposes since you won't have that metal sticking out. Aside from that, it's got a ring on the front which pulses blue when in use and stays solid when plugged into an outlet but not in use. I can see this being nice if you're looking for the brick in a dark room, but also just kind of cool to have. Anyway, moving just below the ring, we'll find the main attraction, the dual USB ports. Now up top is the USB-A port, which is good for charging at a max rate of 2.4 amps when it's the only port being used, but that'll dip down to 1.8 amps when being used concurrently with the USB-C port. On the flip side, the USB-C port will always charge at a max rate of 3 amps regardless of whether or not the A port is in use. So for those of you keeping track at home, that means the brick will output a max charging rate of 4.8 amps when two devices are connected. That means devices like the 6P, 5X, and any others that take a max charging rate of 3 amps through USB Type-C are going to be charged at the same rate as the respective and included charging bricks, which is really nice. The brick comes in two colors, the white you see here and a black option. And overall, it's a pretty useful charging accessory for anyone with a need to charge multiple devices with different ports at once while also supporting quick charging. In a world where USB Type-C is relatively uncommon and heavily outnumbered to USB Type-A for charging, it's really nice to see something that brings the two together so you don't have to worry so much about having two separate bricks just to charge your devices. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you're interested in checking out the dual port iOrange-E wall charger, make sure to hit the link down below in the description. That's pretty much going to end it for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.